Get the hell out of this hellhole. No. Nah.
Dude, okay, so I've been meaning to ask you this for a long time, and maybe I should do it privately, but I'm gonna do it here in a public
Do it
forum.
publicly, bro.
Have you have you fixed the mess that my dog made in your bedroom? All right, guys, welcome back to Too Hard Too Fast, the podcast where we have strong opinions about things that we may or may not know too much about.
Yeah, that's easy, man. It's just molding on the door, so you could get that for cheap at like Lowe's or Home Depot.
Oh yeah,
You just have to measure it, cut it, yeah, and then yeah, that's an easy fix. It's all good.
I've been wanting to do.
So luckily, so fortunately, yeah. So I bought this first one, the one I'm trying to sell, foreclosed house, right? And it needed some repairs, and so I thought, when you live in an apartment, you can't really work on anything. So yeah, granted, I made some mistakes, but I had the opportunity to watch a bunch of YouTube videos to learn how to do different stuff. So yeah, so I learned how to do some stuff.
So he fixed up. He bought this house. It was, what did you say, foreclosed? It was a little rundown or pretty rundown. And you
It wasn't
fixed
run down. It
No.
was just things were out of date. Like the electrical panel was
out of date.
that needed to be
Or-
changed. And things were, but it wasn't. It was livable. I mean, it was still livable actually, because
So you had to
it
fix
wouldn't it
all
wouldn't have passed inspection, and I wouldn't have been able to finance it as a primary home if it wasn't even at least livable. So it wasn't like run down. But at the time, the
But
oil was
you did
down.
have to fix a lot of things.
Well, I decided to upgrade some things.
Okay.
They're optional, but yeah. But and then there were some things that well, no, I mean it was just outdated. That's about it. I didn't have to fix really anything. The only thing for sure I needed to fix was a window because it was broken.
All right. So
Or I buy it, man. That was about it.
so he does this. He fixes it, being modest. Because okay, now he's being modest because when he first was telling us, he's like, "Oh man, I just bought this house and it's all trash, and I'm gonna fix it all by myself. I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna learn to be a man, and I'm gonna do it by myself. Oh,
Man,
I'm gonna learn." I get it. Okay, so anyway,
is that how I sound?
that's what you like. You went hardcore on like explaining. You went too hard, too fast on explaining how you're gonna be a home improvement person. So, anyways, you do all this. You get your house built up, and you've been living in it, and you've been trying to convince me and Jen to take a trip and go visit you for the longest time. And we're like, no, or excuse, and then nothing. We never get out
And
there.
I thought, you know what? We're not even friends anymore.
And yeah, you actually. You
And then
kinda-
he asked me, no, I'll let you be on my podcast. I'm all right then.
no, you even said at one point, and you told me this when you came to visit. It's like, oh man, and we were, it was a late night. We were hanging out. It was pretty late, and you said, "Man, I always drive over here, dude. I have to drive all the time. I have to drive here and drive back, and like, when are you gonna come out to visit? Like, seriously?" And then I started getting the idea, like, okay, he's gonna stop coming to visit if because I don't visit.
You came at the best. Tell him when.
Well, I'm gonna get to that, but I'm saying
Okay.
I don't want people to think that I only went to visit because I thought you were gonna stop visiting. That's not. That's not.
Hey,
That's
even
not
if
what I
that was the case, that would have still meant something to
It
me.
wasn't the
Some
case.
people would have been, well, ni modo.
I'm not.
No, like, too
I'm not
bad.
easily convinced, but no. But okay. So anyway, then I was like, yeah, you are usually. But then I was also thinking, like, when he comes visit, he stays here and we hang out. But he also visits other people. Anyways, whatever. So anyways, back to the point. Jen and I finally made the decision to go and visit you.
When it
And
counted.
like you said, it was a perfect time. And at the time, you didn't know, but we were going as a surprise. Like we were going because we were joining in on a surprise birthday for you. And I still have all the recordings. Like I have everything I recorded from your surprise birthday. Like I need to put that together as a video and put it up.
Oh, nice. It was my 30th birthday. So.
Yeah. So we were invited there, and we went, and we had to make up some weird excuse of why we were gonna go there anyways. Like it wasn't just gonna be like, oh, because it would be so awkward. Like, oh, we're just gonna go visit you. Then you would think something is up. So we were like, we're gonna go what to Marfa? We said, or
Yeah, Marfa.
yeah. So we're like, we're gonna go to Marfa and might as well hang out while you guys are there. Like we were like making you like the second hand. We were like hardcore, like making you like the second reason. Because like we'll kill two birds with one stone. We want to go to Marfa and we'll visit you.
Do we have to do it now?
And why not?
We should have.
Right now is the day before.
Okay, go.
You can say like, hey, we knew about this whole thing all along.
Go.
We tricked it. It's been recording right now.
Oh.
It's been recording?
Yeah.
Well, you
Where?
better cut out all of that.
Where
I'm leaving
we
it
knew
all.
about this whole thing the whole time.
It's been,
You know, it's never about me. It's always about you.
it's been hard just
And don't make
trying
it
not to
sense.
tell you anything.
Yeah.
Or coming up with
I've needed a
excuses.
vacation, and George doesn't even care. But for you, he cares. He comes all the way over here. So it is all about.
Don't let them lie to you. I don't care about anything. I care about the alcohol I'm gonna have later.
So
Which I didn't really mind, right? I didn't really care, right?
Yeah,
And
no,
If
like-
anything, I planned everything. I'm like, yeah, man, come here. We'll go. Marfa, I already know where to go. We could stay here. We could do that. What pissed me off was it's okay. I told him, let's leave in the morning. Okay, yeah, we'll leave. But we want to go see this first. Like, okay, it's already noon. Hey, well, we should head out. No, we want to see. And I'm thinking, like, what the hell?
they're
Like,
wasting time. Why
they're
don't
wasting
you want to go to
time.
Marfa or not?
It's already evening. It's already 6. I'm like, hey, we could still make it. And no, it's probably too late. I'm thinking, like, are you serious? And I mean, I was upset because I thought
You
they
didn't
really
know.
came for Mark, which is cool. I'm just glad they stopped to visit. But I'm thinking, like, well, I want them to go to their, we'll go. Let me show them.
So anyway, so we go there. The only drawback on there, and I told them was like, hey, I can leave my basset hound behind, but I cannot leave my pit bull behind because I don't really trust anyone, or there's not really anyone that can control her to take care of her. Like, it's like she's not a bad dog, but like she's just a heavy dog, strong dog. You can't really, for an older person or for someone younger that, at the time I didn't have anyone that I can just leave her behind. So like, I'm gonna have to take her, and he's like, oh man, that's cool, bring her, I love her, she's cool. I was like, okay, but the only thing is she cannot be around any other dogs. She doesn't accept any other dogs other than this basset she lives with. It's like, no, it's fine. She's not gonna see any of the dogs. And we're getting to where you live, and I get the text message. Oh, my cousin has a dog, but it's gonna be fine. We'll keep them separated. And blah blah blah. We're
I have
gonna
an English bulldog. They were living with me for a little bit, and then
So I was like, dude, I told you, she cannot even see the dog or even have the scent of the dog because she's gonna get crazy. And you kind of like, you're like, I was like, but I'm already here, so whatever.
Hold on to Jesse.
That's what I was wondering.
This already some people think it's a duplex. So check your.
Hey, is the dog put away?
Yeah, no.
Oh, then you'll have to go pick it
All right, let me.
Hang on. Come here, Jess.
Jesse, come here.
So we get there. We tried to introduce the dogs, and we probably did it in the worst way ever, and it didn't go. I mean, we were safe about it. We put a fence between them and everything, but it wasn't going well. The other dog wasn't really accepting her, and so if the other dog reacts, she reacts 10 times greater. So like it wasn't working, but we were making it work while we were in your house together. Like we would transition them from house dog to yard dogs without them even seeing each other. That was awesome. Like, okay, you hold her here, we'll go in. Okay, I'll hold her here, check her out, and they wouldn't even know anything. But
hey, weren't you talking about how I made it seem like the house was trashy, and then you go, it's like, oh, it's not that bad.
It wasn't at all. But you had already fixed a lot. So anyway, that's what I was getting at, like the dog and everything. So that's happening. It's cold, so we can't leave the dogs out in the yard for too long. So we have to do a lot of transitioning. And then it comes out for the reason we were actually there. We were there for your birthday party, and so we kind of decided, how are we gonna do this? We can't leave the dogs. We cannot leave one dog out in the yard the whole night while it's cold, and we can't leave them inside together because, whatever. So we decided to leave one dog in the household and one dog in the bedroom, my dog in the bedroom, and we left. We left for the party, and then Jen came back from the party, and my dog had just torn up the door, the wall. Everything was a mess. She sent me pictures. Just everything was like cut up and destroyed. Like she can chew a hole through a wall like nobody's business. We left an apartment and we had to pay money for it, for damages, because she actually bit through a door. Like she bit through the whole door, made a hole, and got out through it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's bad because like she'll get all cut up and then we have to fix all that. So it sucks. It is crazy. Like we don't even put her in a crate anymore because she knows how to get out of it. So she's just a house dog, man. She's just there protecting. So, but anyways, so I always wondered, but I never asked you. Like I never wanted to like ask you, like, oh,
No, yeah,
because I did feel bad. I felt real bad that, and it was the day, like right the next day we were leaving. So I was just like, oh, my dog messed up your bed.
It was molting.
I'm taking off now.
It was fun. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, it's not that big of a deal. Like you said, man, I wish you would have peed on the carpet instead of bit that. I'm like, hell no, I would have rather her bit that than pee on the carpet.
Really?
So yeah, hell yeah. So I'm glad she chewed that up because it's not that hard to fix and it's not that expensive either. So it's all good.
Well, that's good. That's good.
So
You're a better man.
I got to learn more
I would have
stuff.
lost my mind.
Oh, hey, I want to transit. Hey, so thank you for coming to my 30th birthday. That was fun.
Perfect.
That was like 20 years ago.
It was
back when we had MySpace. I'm just joking.
Hey,
I want to transition to something probably last time. What's up?
I said that was actually real fun.
Yeah.
I think, and it was also fun making you angry and you getting all upset because we're not following your directions or whatever you wanted to do.
I don't. Let's go here. Let's do this. Oh my gosh! And for people out there too, I like giving tour guides. I'll even do them for free. So
I like giving.
If you're in El Paso, Austin, Dallas, pay for my plane ticket. I'll give you a tour of those places. No, hey, I was gonna transition to something. So thanks for coming to my 30th birthday, man. And I, everyone has different ideas of a house, so that's why I'm all like, oh, let me just say my house is crappy. That way, if you come, like, oh, it's not too bad. You know what I mean? So cool.
Under promise, over deliver.
Exactly. Yeah. Hey, so transition to something. I've been looking at dogs, man. So there was a dog in my cousin's neighborhood. It was like a white husky, beautiful. I connected with that dog. This was like 2 months ago, right? I felt like I connected with that dog. I was even driving away because it was just a stray dog, and it was chasing me, and it broke my heart. So I'm like, man. So it made me realize, you know what? I want that dog. So it took a couple. It was maybe 2-3 weeks later. I finally see that dog again, and so so I called it over to me, right? Friendly dog, it come. So it's getting close to me. Great. So I'm kneeling down so I could pet it. All of a sudden, it flinches. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I didn't do anything. I didn't like react. I just I was about to pet it slowly. I mean, they let me do it the first time. I think it sensed that I was gonna try to keep it. I think it sensed that, and it wanted to be a free dog. So I'm like, dang. So I don't know how. You know how dogs have those instincts? Yeah, man. And sometimes kids out and they'll play with them, but it won't even come near me. Like, I abused it. I'm like, gosh. Anyways, I went to El Paso. I called my sister the dog lady because she has like 4 dogs, 5 dogs. She had 6 dogs at one time. You know what I mean? And so she has this husky. So I've been looking into huskies, man. What do you think? Either I want a husky, a German shepherd.
I feel like we talked about this the last podcast, and I'm not sure.
I don't remember. I was drunk.
I remember I don't know how
In
we got
fact,
into it.
as far as I'm
But
aware,
I
this is
feel
our
like I
first
said this
podcast.
story. I feel like we did, and I said the story because I remember saying, I am not a fan of Huskies because I was chased down 3 blocks
Oh, that's right. That's right.
on yeah, we did. And I said,
Yeah, yeah, that's
because I
right.
remember editing, I was like, there's no way anybody's gonna believe that I was chased down 3 blocks by a dog, any dog, because a dog will like catch up to you like not even a quarter of the block, because there's no way you run faster than a dog. So I was thinking, I was like, no, what I
But
meant was
according to you, you do, right?
I was on a bike. I was on a bike
Hmm.
downhill, so I was faster than a dog in that sense. I was not running. So yeah, we did talk about this already. Um,
All
yeah,
right, my
I don't
bad.
like Huskies for that reason, just because I had the bad experience. I also don't like Chow Chows for the reason that, okay, supposedly I don't know if this is true, but I was told by the doctor that was um, stitching me up, and because that Chow Chows forget their owners. Like they get older and they forget who their owners are, and that's what he said. And I don't know, for some
They have
reason
like
it just stuck with me.
Alzheimer's.
I don't know, something like older they lose track of it. And I say he was stitching me up
Crazy.
because that Chow Chow tore me up. Like I have scars on my arm, on my leg. I have like a big chunk out of my leg that was taken off. That couldn't even be stitched up because there was so much meat missing that
Dang.
it just had to be covered until like it got a scar through it. It's huge. Um,
Wow.
and for some reason that just stuck with me, that Chow Chows forget their owners, and I guess that's what happened. Like it was, we were trying to give it a bath, and I guess it didn't want a bath, and it just like attacked me. Like, dude, I remember like my mom put me in. I was in 4th grade. My mom put me in the bathtub and was trying to wash me down because I was like covered in blood. Like
Wow.
it was blood everywhere. So it's like washing me down, and then my cut like is crazy and was rushed to the hospital. Oh man. So yeah, for that reason, it's just whatever. I remember they had to like give me injections into the cut of my leg that couldn't be sewn up because or stitched up, whatever, because it was so deep and so wide. They had to give me injections into the meat of the leg as a 4th grader, like just going right into the meat of the leg, like in between everything, and oh, it was the worst feeling
I'm
ever. Like they
sure.
would make me bite down on belts
Uh,
because
you
it
didn't
was so
scream?
bad. Yeah, dude, I screamed and cried. I was a 4th grader. I'm not ashamed to say
Hmm.
that. Like
I was a
100%,
man by
I
second
screamed
grade.
and cried. No, it was bad. It was bad.
Nah, that's horrible, man.
I would
Oh.
do it now as a grown man. I would scream and cry.
All right then. Okay, fine. I won't get a husky because I can't visit you. So,
No, no. I mean,
German Shepherd.
you can't visit. We said this too. Dude,
I
it's
was
like you
drunk,
can visit
bro.
me, just don't bring the dog. No, it would be cool. I would love for my dog to accept another dog. Like that's the goal. And it finally has like, and I said this as well. And accepted a little rat terrier chihuahua thing that we have now.
Yeah, I see that.
She's cool. She's also a street dog. She was a street dog, and we rescued her. But every now and then, like you said, like she wanted to be free. Like you said, that dog just wanted to be free.
Yeah, yeah.
We have to take her out on a leash because every now and then she looks into the driveway and sees that she can get out through
My
the,
home.
yeah, she's like, I can be free again. And she wants to take off. But
Let her take off, bro. Let her take. If she doesn't
well, I think about, but
appreciate
you know
you,
what?
let
I
her
think about
leave.
it. Well, I think about this like, okay,
That's what my parents did to
maybe
me at
that's what she
15. I said, you know what? Later then.
like,
I'm out.
I think about it and say, look, if she wants to be free, who are we, right?
Yeah, you guys are
I
nobody.
didn't mean to rhyme on the. If she wants to be free, who are we to like hold her back? But then if I let her go, what's the first thing that's gonna happen? Somebody's gonna drive right through her and run her over,
Good. That way she learns
or
her lesson.
no, and then or somebody's gonna mistreat her and like, no, she has a good life right here. Look, what do? I'm gonna sit down on the couch after this and watch some TV. And what's gonna happen? She's gonna crawl up right on me and be a little cuddle bear. But
Mm.
so she has it
Sometimes,
good here, man. She gets fed, she gets clean. She
You
gets her
can't force it upon.
Oh.
You can't force it on them, man. You can't force
She
it.
cuddles up next
If
to
they
me.
don't appreciate it, let them fly
She's like
free.
right under my underpit when we go to bed.
Hmm? What if in her mind she's all, I'd rather
Just my
die on
time,
my
doggy.
feet than to live on my knees. You're forcing her to live on her knees, bro.
What did
That's
you
not
say?
the American way.
What did you say?
I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. You're forcing her to live on her knees, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
not cool.
holding
That's
it
not
back.
the American way.
Man, maybe I am holding it back.
Yeah, man.
I should set her free.
Give her life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, man. Let her pursue her own happiness. And if she wants to get hit by a car,
She doesn't want. Nobody wants to get hit by a car. It's unavoidable, you know. Sometimes it's crazy.
nah, I know.
Anyway,
Anyways, but yeah, we'll see. Well, we'll see. I'm looking. I'm just trying to see what dogs and stuff.
female
I
or
want
a
him
male?
as a puppy, so we'll see.
Oh yeah, you gotta get as a puppy because then you can raise it correctly.
Yeah, man. There was this husky that I really like, but I have to
Do you
drive
want
like
a
2
female
hours.
dog or a male dog?
I mean,
have
whatever's
a preference?
available, but part of me kind of wants a female dog, I guess, and then I kind of want like a small dog, like I don't know, like a Chihuahua mix with something. Because kind of same thing when I was growing up, we saved this stray dog too. It was like a Chihuahua mix.
All right, guys. Hey,
We'll see.
you know what?
Wait,
We're
one last thing, man. I
Come
keep thinking you're wearing a Redskins hat, man. I'm like, hey,
No, because we're talking about the Cowboys now.
the Cowboys, man, but no Redskins. Hey, for those people who are from DV, like me in El Paso, they didn't draft the quarterback that went to my high school, but I think they signed or they picked him up for the Redskins, so that's pretty cool.
That's not bad. I won't cheer for them because I don't like the Redskins. But
Well, I know me neither, but he's from my high school, so
that's
gotta
cool.
support him. All
Hey,
right,
so, well, this
Go to
is
sleep.
Bucky. So Bucky's, if anybody from there is
dude, we're losing advertisement
we do
opportunity.
love Bucky,
Don't advertise for him.
No, I know, but you know what? It's so close to me. If anybody wants to give me some free stuff, or you know, if you're listening or watching,
Oh, me too. Nike. If anyone wants to give me money for Nike,
Nike's like, nah, bro. Oh man, nah, but for real, hey, that's been fun.
Hey.
One more time, it's been fun. We're going strong. We're only gonna get better. Dude, we're
too
gonna keep
hard,
doing
too
it.
fast, too stupid. Man, just play. I don't know, man.
Remember, guys, if you're watching
Too
this on
drunk.
YouTube, thank you. Hit the like button and comment. We want to hear from you. If you're listening on Spotify or any other podcast platform, remember to subscribe either way on any platform that you're on. Come back and listen to us. We're putting these out every Tuesday. And on YouTube, we're doing them Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're breaking up into 3 parts. You can reach us at toohardtoofastpodcast@gmail.com. At Twitter, toohardtoofastpod. And that's 2, the number 2 for each one. We're too lazy to spell out the words.
Hey, leave a comment on what dog you think I should get. A small dog and a bigger dog. Leave some comments.
Also, to next week, I want to talk about, I recently self-diagnosed myself with something, and I really want to get into that next week.
Way.
I want to know.
That's what you're diagnosed with.
If you guys reach out to us, we'll read your comments. We'll read your messages, your emails on the podcast if you want us to. We want to know if you have ever self-diagnosed yourself from using the internet. And if so,
got a good one.
What if? Well, I mean, what did you self-diagnose yourself with?
I took a survey. Let us
know again. And that's it. That's another podcast, Down the Drain. Too hard, too fast. We just went too hard, too fast. With that said,